What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, GGFOREX here, and on today's video I'm going to give you a trade breakdown of Aussie Chef, where I am currently in my funded payment process sort of thing, like where am I, because obviously last week I did 1.98% and I tried to withdraw it but I messed up on the whole, like I was meant to notify them 2 days before, I didn't do that. And obviously I'll leave a link up there for you guys to watch that video so it makes more sense. I know in the last video that the recording messed up and it kept going green and flickering. So now when I show you my screen, I'm going to be using Loom. So it should be a lot better for you guys as a viewing experience. It should be a lot cleaner. I shouldn't get that flickering now. So hopefully that issue is dead. But obviously thank you guys for pointing it out to me. It is frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm learning, and obviously eventually when I get more withdrawals from this account, then I'll upgrade my camera equipment and make it all Gucci and sexy for you guys. But what I want to do right now is break down Aussie Chef and show you my True Forex Funds back end. What's the plan for me going forwards after this moment, which I'll explain in a second, and how am I going to sort of strategically place myself. That makes sense. Anyway guys, let's just jump on the charts. Right guys, I'm in Loom. I'm now in the bottom left corner. I think I always put myself in the bottom left corner, but yes, I'm in the bottom left corner, so hopefully this works perfectly. We have no issues or anything. Obviously now, for me to get eye contact with you, I've got to look at my webcam, which is weird for me to do. So let me just walk you through Aussie Chef. Why did I look at it? Why did I get in it? At the moment, I've got a 1 to 4.2. I've already showed the breakdown on my social medias. Link for that is down below, and obviously in the GGFOREX group as well. Link for that is there too. So let me just show you, why was I selling Aussie Chef? What was I seeing? What was I waiting for? What was my confirmation? So if I go to the daily time frame, we are to see that Aussie Chef has been distributing for a while. It's come up to this daily candle, push down my targets, come up, push down, come up, push down. Now we came back into that extreme and I put a refinement order block within that daily extreme. It's liquidated some highs, as you can see up there. I've got the crosses. Let's just break down time frames, go to 8 hour. And you can see price created equal highs and pushed down. Price came back up, liquidated these equal highs, filled the imbalance, mitigated a refined order block within that daily order block higher time frame, and then started to distribute. But I needed more proof on the distribution. So if I break down to the 1 hour, you can see how price came in, mitigated that daily order block, distributed, pushed down, and then what got me into this trade for me personally was price came down, broke the swing low, made equal targets, as you can see by this first red box there, or red crosses, where it just liquidated them and then made more and liquidated them again. So that's more confirmations for me that price is continuing to go down. It's because they keep making sell side liquidity. So that's what keeps me in the trade. So obviously price came up, pushed higher. I didn't want to do like a super sniper tight entry on this, just because one, it spreads, and two, I don't know this pair that well, so I just covered the whole distribution area. It wasn't too bad. It's like 35.5 pips, so not too bad at all. And then I was targeting these equal lows down here. Obviously this whole trend line was liquidity. I do have targets as well where I think price could go eventually to fill the imbalance and mitigate these order blocks. But as we all know, price doesn't have to do it there and then. You need to have an understanding of where you're going to get out the market. A lot of people get good at entries, but then they hold it too long or they hold it too short, leave money on the table. There isn't really a strategic element for them to stay in or get out of a trade. For me, when price took this last liquidity, because my targets were further down, it's a 1 to 5, right? Roughly. That was my original target. So it came close. It took my original liquidity. And then you need to think to yourself, right, if price has taken liquidity in an aggressive manner, what is the likelihood of price retracing back up to take out maybe more buy-side liquidity first in the form of this trend line, right? Because look what it's done. It's created a trend line. People have sold off for this. What's the likelihood of this liquidating them first, maybe coming up higher, getting a better price to sell from, and then coming down and hitting your TP? I'd rather take a logical TP first, and if price continues to go down and gives me an extra 0.5% on my original trade, great. You know, I didn't make 5%, I made 4.5%. It's not a big deal. But I'd rather take my 4.2 than wait for price to come up and basically take all my profits away for them to come all the way back down again. So for me, take the money while the market makes it available to you. Understand what price is doing. Because obviously I was watching price at London Open and I could see an accumulation happening. If I break down to the 15 minutes, you can see what I mean. This, if you have a look, 3 pushes down, look at the RSI. You cannot, like, even though I wanted price to come lower, I have to see the market for what it's giving me. I can't be willing the market to do what I want it to do. I don't control the markets. I keep saying this many, many times, and it took me almost 2 years to understand what I was saying, to actually not just lip service, but actually feeling it, actually understanding it. The markets will do whatever they want to do. I am too small of a fish to push price down. If I was a big ball player, right, I would have just dumped 100 million just to get it to where I wanted it to go. Right? That's what the big ballers do. They have billions, they're the banks, they can do what they want and they can force price down. But when I see an accumulation after it's just liquidated the last equal lows in my point of interest area where I could potentially see buys, and I'm seeing buy-side liquidity, I have to ask myself, do I want to stay in this retracement, or do I want to take my profit off the table and look for a possible re-entry if there is one? So I listen to the market, I look at what it's showing me, and for me, it said get out. So I'll go out a 4.2, not a 5, that's fine. We'll see if it's the right decision to make later on. But yeah, so that was my decision on Aussie Chef. Now let me show you my True Forex Funds and what it's doing at the moment. So obviously last time you saw me, I was at 1.98% up. At the moment, I am now 4.27%. So obviously my notification time of what I need to show them is on the 21st of this month. At the moment, it's the 15th. So it's not too far away. It's basically 6 days away before I need to notify them. So if I don't see any real decent entries until then, I probably won't trade. I'll just take the money off this table and get my free refund if they give it to me. Remember, this is a test. I'm not trying to go for millions on this account. I just want to prove this company, A, pays me, and B, gives me my refund. That's all I care about. And if they can do that, and it's smooth, fast, simple process with no hiccups, then I'll end up doing a 70k account and then building this up to 280,000. But yeah, so at the moment, my profit split should be, what's it, 4 to 7. I get 80% of that. So £341, and then my free refund will be 75 quid. So 416 quid should be what my take home will be after the profit split, as prices at the moment, and with my free refund. And I believe that should be enough to pay for a 70k challenge. So I'll pay for a 70k challenge for basically no money. So I think it's like £420, maybe £430 for a 70k challenge. So essentially a 70k challenge, risk-free. Obviously, if I pass that, then I've got 80k to play with, and life is good. But yeah, so that is the update for my Aussie Chef breakdown and the back end to where I am currently on my True Forex Funds back end. So guys, that is my Aussie Chef breakdown. That is where I am currently on my True Forex Funds back end, up 4.27%. So again, really happy with that. My aim wasn't to get a high percentage on this account at all, just for proof. That's all I want. Are True Forex Funds legit? That's all I want to find out, and it's only cost me 75 quid to find out the truth. And the truth will be found out Tuesday next week, which is when I'll be sending off my profit split share thing, and then I should be getting paid on the 23rd. So guys, remember, click subscribe so you can see that video, hit the notification bell, or whatever it is you gotta do so you can see that process. If you guys are considering using True Forex Funds because you like what they do like I did, but you're kind of scared to see if they're legit, let me be the dummy for you. Hit subscribe, see if they actually pay me out. If they don't pay me out and they mess me over, then you know not to use them. And I've taken the bullet. I'm just going to stick to FTMO. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope Loom saved the day. If it has, let me know in the comment box below. Anyway guys, love you all. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.